Hello, 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 my lovelies. It is me, your favorite NLPMP, and I am back for the final video in my series, for now, on toxic siblings. What are we going to be talking about today? The eldest sibling. What happens to the eldest sibling in a narcissistic, toxic, or dysfunctional family household? How are they affected? How do their relationships with their siblings turn out? And what's their overall outlook for life? Now, I personally have never been the older sibling. I've always been the baby of the family, but I have seen some patterns in the clients that I have worked with and friends and in my own family. The first big thing that you really find with the eldest child in a narcissistic family is that child starts off life with all of that narcissistic parents' expectations just dumped on top of them. You see, that first child is, it's the learning experience for the narcissist. It's that narcissist learning how to be a parent, but it's also the first time that that narcissist gets to use a child as a tool. And it's pretty common for narcissistic parents to have super huge demands for their eldest. They want them to behave perfectly. They want them to be super successful. They want that child to be proof that they are a good parent. What's worse is you can see a lot of parentification, okay? If this eldest sibling starts off with all these grandiose expectations on them, that only gets worse as more siblings are added to the mix. Then you'll find the narcissistic parents expecting that eldest child to step in and do the work that they don't want to do, or the work that they're unwilling. If the eldest child is willing to play the game, is willing to give supplies, is willing to live up to that idea of perfection, then they can get golden child really easy, and that doesn't make their relationship with their younger siblings any better. Now, good or bad, what happens to the eldest sibling in relation to their other siblings in the narcissistic family? Well, if that eldest sibling does happen to be the golden child of the narcissist, you'll see a lot of flying monkey behavior, right? You will see a lot of triangulation, and that oldest child being used to lead games against the other ones or to exert control over them for the narcissistic parent. There's a lot of competition too, especially if there are large gaps between the eldest sibling and their younger siblings, right? That eldest child can start off life, again, good or bad, getting a lot of focused attention from the narcissistic parent, and that can lessen with every child that's added to the mix. So you can see some resentment and competition in that eldest child against their younger siblings and vice versa. Now, whether they get a golden child or forgotten child role or a scapegoat role, whatever role they happen to be playing, the eldest child will end up with some pretty tough relationships with their siblings, right? Because there's not a lot of emotional closeness because of all the enmeshment and the pseudo-mutuality and the triangulation, and no one can really trust each other because everyone just expects the other shoe to drop. They expect it to be part of a game or to have some kind of purpose. Because the eldest child is so overburdened with these heavy expectations, because they can be turned on by the narcissist and kind of pushed to the edge, it's not uncommon to see a lot of them walking away, going no contact, leaving their families behind to start their own thing without all the pressures, without all the expectations. You also find a lot of eldest children getting stuck as perfectionists. They want to get everything right. They feel like they have to prove that they are the eldest, the most responsible, that they can do it, that they can take it on, that they are the strongest. But they're still humans, just like the rest of us. As the eldest child goes out in the world and starts to heal, they have to focus on a few things. First of all, they have to focus on vulnerability. They have to focus on breaking that habit of hyper-independence and being able to open themselves up to others and ask for help and not take the world on their shoulders. They also have to be okay with failing sometimes. That's a big part of their journey. What do you think? Have you noticed this as the eldest child in a narcissistic family? Have you noticed this pattern in siblings? Have you seen it for yourself? Let me know in the comments and make sure you follow for more.